Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Workshop for All. In my previous class, I started the chapter tense. Just simply I described what are the three different tenses and their subclasses. Today I am going to take present simple tense. This tense expresses present time in the simplest form. This tense denotes the following: universal truth, or regular action, or permanent or habitual in life, or what is present if the present time is implied by the context. Let us see the example. The sun rises in the east, universal truth. He visits my house every week, regular action. I get up early in the morning, habitual. What is present time? Then he has good health, permanent. The door is shut, it is not open. What is present if the present time is implied by the context? This is shown by the last one, that is, the door is shut, it is not open. The next point, which is expressed by present simple tense, is what is future, provided that the future time is implied by the context. For example, when does the school reopen? It means when will the school reopen? The president of USA visits India next month. Will be visiting or is going to visit, like that. This tense expresses, the next point is, this tense expresses the past if the event or action expressed by the verb is known to be past. This is called historical or graphic present. For example, that means it is used while narrating some historical fact. Rana Pratap now draws his sword and attacks the enemy. Next point is, it is used to introduce quotations of great people or anyone. For example, Keats says, "A thing of beauty is joy forever." Keats says, present indefinite. It is used instead of simple future tense in clauses of time and of condition. I shall study till you complete your work. Next one, the last point is, it is used for directions in dramas like Rosalind listens carefully and smiles. Well, now before going to discuss the rules of formation of sentences in present simple tense, I would like to revise person and its number first of all. See, person, first person, there are three persons: first person, second person, third person, and two numbers are there, singular and plural. First person singular number is I, first person plural is we, second person singular is you, and second person plural is you. Third person singular is he, she, it, this, that, proper noun, singular, common and collective noun. These are all third person. Similarly, third person plural is they, these, those, singular, common and collective nouns. Now, coming to the rules, let us see. First rule. When the subject is singular or plural, but in first person or second person and plural in the third person, the verb is used in its original form, that is V1. V1 means first form or original form, to form affirmative sentences. For example, I play, we play, you play, they play. Its structure is subject plus V1. V1 means first form of verb, then object, then rest part of the sentence. Second rule for negative sentence. The negative sentence is formed by adding do not to the verb when the subject is singular or plural in first person and second person and plural in third person. For example, I do not play, we do not play, you do not play. So its structure is subject plus do plus not plus V1 plus object, then other parts. But when the subject is third person singular number, we use does not to form negative sentences in this tense. Example, she does not play. Sita does not play hockey. Sita does not play hockey nicely. Its structure is subject plus does plus not plus V1 plus object plus rest part. Then for interrogative sentences, we form interrogative sentences in present simple tense by putting do before the subject if the subject is singular or plural but in first person or second person or plural in the third person. Its structure is do plus subject plus V1 plus object. Do you play? Do they play football nicely? Next is but when the subject is in third person singular number, we put does before the subject and question mark at the end of the sentence. Structure becomes does plus subject plus V1 plus object plus rest part and question mark. Does Sita, I forgot to question mark, sorry. Does Sita play hockey nicely? Here one thing is to be remembered. The verb used to form negative or interrogative sentences is always in present tense with all persons and numbers. One thing I forgot to tell you regarding affirmative sentences with third person singular number. When the subject is third person singular number, we add s or es with the main verb to form affirmative sentences in present simple tense. For example, Sita plays hockey nicely. He goes to market daily. So, in this tense, in this sentence, he goes to market daily. It is going or goes is intransitive verb, whereas plays. When I say Sita plays hockey nicely, here plays become transitive verb and its structure is subject plus V1 with S or ES plus object plus rest part. Thank you.